They didn't quite. I mean, they had such an up after the Atleti game where it just felt, you know, and you and I watched it with Sid Lowe, it just felt so different. But then the Espanyol game was a little bit of a comeback down to earth, and that with obviously that late equaliser. And the Napoli game was chances created, you know, to win it, but didn't obviously create it, didn't convert. We've discussed that. Now let's see what kind of Barcelona side we're going to get in this game against Valencia, who have not been very consistent of late. So I still think the wheels are turning in the right direction, but just not as quick, I think, as Xavi would want.
Yeah, something really interesting at the moment is what's happening with Ousmane Dembele. In that game against Napoli, there were some whistles from the stand, and then, Pablo, it seemed that the fans changed their tune. Perhaps they do need him after all.
No, but that's great to see from a player coming into the game and yeah, the fans booing, but he didn't really care. He showed a lot of personality to say, I'm on the field now, I want to help the team to win tonight. I know he's in a very difficult situation, you know, going into his last year of his contract, a lot of speculation, Xavi trying to convince Dembele to stay at the club, but at least he showed, you know, some, you know, good skills on the field, and he needs to help the team to win games. You need to show that you are a good professional, even if at the end of the season he will leave the club. You know, be good, help the team to win games, and then, okay, whatever he does at the end of the season, good luck, you know.
And on the other side of it, for Xavi, surely it's the right thing to do to get the best out of this player while you do have him to help the team.
Oh, 100%. There's no point discarding this guy just because he didn't do what the club wanted in terms of the wage cut or taking a move. And also from the player's perspective as well. Clearly, everybody in Europe who may potentially be looking at him as a free transfer know he's a very talented individual, but they also know he's had some disciplinary problems, he has had some injury problems, and he's been very inconsistent in his performance. If he can even show a glimpse of that between now and the end of the season, it clearly helps his team and his manager, but it helps himself. Because if he wants this big money, free transfer, huge wage that we believe he's after, he's still going to have to prove to a Chelsea or whoever it is that were reportedly interested in him that he's going to be worth this big salary. And that's part of, I think, what his mindset has to be between now and the end of the season. I'll help you, but that'll also help me. We know I'm probably not going to stay, but you still need me because the squad is pretty threadbare. You've got Traore who's come in and he's proven himself to be inconsistent over the last couple of years. He was great against Atleti in his debut, but he's hot and cold. You've had young Gavi playing on the left-hand side. Aubameyang can play wide, but we know Dembele's a natural K in that position, and it would be foolhardy, I think, to just say, no, you didn't do it, so you're not playing between now and the end of the season. And clearly that's not going to be the case because Xavi's not that stupid.
No.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.